Hello class, I'm your host Akuma. Welcome to Morrowind 101. Opening up your textbooks today to the Thieves Guild chapter, we are going to start studying Gentleman Jim Stacy's quest for the Thieves Guild. We have done some stuff for him before, but never anything Thieves Guild related, just Balmolegmer work. Today, we are going to ask him specifically about jobs. No more Balmolegmer work. His first job for us is, a fellow thief and member of the guild has gone missing. We need to track down Nads Theron. We need more information than that, though. He used to hang out at the Elven Nations Corner Club here in Vivek's Slalu compound. He was supposed to deliver a key to me, find out what happened to him. If he's dead, as I fear, find his key and bring it to me. I can do that. Okay, let's go do that. In our previous episode, we became Ultimate Master of House Telvanni in every which way. Today, well, we're not going to become Ultimate Master of anything, we're just going to do some Thieves Guild work. Because that's the way it is. Although, quite honestly, anything compared to everything we accomplished last weekend will certainly not hold up in any way to the slightest, but, you know, this is the way we do things. One quest at a time, and when it's done, we move on to the next one. Or, sort of. Because we kind of do more than one guild work at a time. And when that's done, we move on to the... Well, before it's done, we move on to the next one. It kind of seems that way. We've done Telvanni work, Thieves Guild work, Fighters Guild work, Mages Guild work, our own work, some side quest work. Haven't done any farmers work yet. Wait, is this where we're supposed to go? What's this place? Hlalu? Did they say Hlalu? Let me double check. Here in Vivek's Hlalu compound. Okay. So the Elven Nations Corner Club. Elven Nations Corner Club. Where is it? Where is it? I have no idea. Let's find out. Get around the corner, Kevin. Oh goodness, what a name. Hlalu Adreno Arethi's house. Woo, goodness. So it's not up there. That's the treasury. Okay, is it downstairs?
Hello. I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
Nice to meet you too, Elroth. Who are you? Monk and Lawman of Hlalu. If you want to talk business, speak with Crassius Curio or Adreno Arethi. Those are people we're going to have to talk to if we want to become Hortator of Hlalu. Oh wait, that's the temple. I want to go in the temple. The temples hate me with a great passion, as do the Ordinators, so I am going to make it a very specific point never to talk to Ordinators. Now, I know I have seen the Elven Nations Corner Club before, so I'm pretty sure it's safe to say it's not in the Canal Works. So, let's go up to the plaza. You guys remember seeing it too, right? I'm not crazy. At least not to the point where I have to be put into a mental institute. General Goods, Weaponsmith. Oh boy, there's going to be a lot of places in here, isn't there? Okay, okay. Pawnbroker. Alchemist. And around the corner is Elven Nations Corner Club. Yay!
Outlander, what do you want?
I want information. Let's see, 4 people in here. Let's talk to the pretty one. Glathel. Okay, she's not going to let us talk to her about anything. So, Vali Uvain, I think. Okay. Let's see. I am looking for Nads Theron. Would you happen to know him? Arvama Rotheri spoke with him the last time he was in here. You might check his residence, but I don't know where he lives. Ask Adela. She knows her customers well, although she is reticent to speak of them. Okay. What about Arvama? It looks like you can tell me something about her. She's right over there. Okay, thank you for the information. This is the sacred city of Vivek, blah blah blah. Okay. I know your name. You're looking for me? What for? Got a death wish? Who are you? No, background. Scout and retainer of Hlalu. I think I want to get her to like me a little bit more, so I'm going to boost her up to full disposition before I talk to her. And it looks like we can get some training too. And anything good? Longblade? Okay. Nothing particular because Kevin is so darn good at everything. Except block, which is now higher. Okay. Now can I ask you about... What's his face? Nads Theron. He was probably teased a lot in school, wasn't he? I saw him from time to time, but I never spoke with him. Really? At 99 persuasion, you're telling me you never spoke with him. Oh, and now her disposition is going down. Okay. Yeah, that's real nice. Although I could probably take advantage of Morrowind and drop her disposition her disposition with us down all the way and then boost it back up. That would be a great way to train our speechcraft. But Gadella, I'm actually going to persuade her all the way up before I talk with her because I don't want to have to go through all this twice. There you go. Good job, Kevin. Now about Nads. Alright, I'll tell you just one thing. I saw Nads there and talking with Arvama Rethri the last day he was here. Haven't seen him in a while though. Go check over in St. Delian Canton, Southside Canal Works. That's where he lives. Okay, thank you. St. Delian. Not sure where St. Delian is. Actually, before I get out of here, I remember that somewhere in Vivek, and I don't remember the exact place. If we look around inside some of these planters, we might be able to find a subquest, which has a rather funny start. Starts off with a little piece of paper. I think I see it. Yeah! Not nearly as funny as the ghostly papers, but this is still pretty... well, let's read it. Dearest Araldil, long have I watched you from afar, bathing in the light that is your beauty. Wait a second, was Araldil the elf in the Elven Nations Corner Club? That might be why she wouldn't let us talk to her. She had a specific quest involved. Okay, cool. Long have I wished for the courage to speak to you of my undying love for you. Your eyes are really, really brown, in that good wood elf kind of way. And your hair is really black, and looks good on your head. You walk with grace and beauty, and perhaps someday you'll walk with me too. Please tell me you share my love. I have seen you in my store browsing for minutes on end. My love for you is so great. I would give you a discount on most all of my items for sale. I look forward to your response. Yours, Gadain. Or Gadayan. Kids, if you want to impress a girl, this is not the way to do it. Really not the way to do it. I guess we could go back and talk to her about this, but let's do what we came here to do in the first place. Let's see, which direction do I want to leave out of? I'm going to say this one. Now from here, where is St. Delian? It's not this place over here, is it? That'd be too easy. Yeah, Redoran. So Redoran, and then, okay. So just south of St. Redoran is St. Delian. Or I shouldn't really say Saint because, oh goodness. I can't believe I made that jump. Woo! I actually wonder if I could just jump across right here, but then I'd have to swim around if I missed, so I'm not going to do that. Now then. St. Delian, Canal Work South 2. So it's probably an apartment. And this is the south side down here, so let's go check over here. This is saying, oh, South 2, not South 1 or 3. Okay, they got their addresses kind of confused. Okay, so there's a chair and I found him. Common robe, common shoes, and the key. Wonder what this key goes to. Is there something in here that... Focus, Kevin. Focus! Is there something in here that I can unlock with Nad Theron's key? I mean, he didn't really tell me what it's for. So, maybe it's not for... Okay. Every time I see a pillow on a bed, I want to pick it up and see if there's something hiding underneath it. Although the pillows are completely pointless to have, but yeah, I can never put them back the right way either. They're still fun to pick up and try to check underneath. And I haven't done it before. Over 100 episodes, and it's the first time I actually did that, I think. Nothing else on this desk. Nothing of interest. This is just a blank piece of paper. I'll take any alchemy ingredients I can find because I haven't been keeping up with alchemy as well as I should have. Thank you. And nothing. No chest. No trapdoors. Nothing. I have no idea what his key goes to. Well, let's recall back to Gentleman Jim Stacy until we found what was left of Nads. Hello, gentlemen. I have completed my test for the day. Do you have another pop quiz for me? Were you able to locate? Yeah, sort of Nads Theron, but I definitely have his key. Whoops, skipped it. I don't want to join the Thieves Guild. I'm already a captain. So you found Nads Theron and got the key. Yeah. Here. Yes, this is the right key. This buys us some time in our war with the Kamana Tun. Keep an eye on Arvama Rethri. I believe she may be working for the Kamana Tun herself. And here's a little something for you. 500 gold. If we go back to talk to Arvama Rethri, and I completely forgot to do this, we can accuse her of killing Nads Theron. She will become hostile and attack us. If we kill her, then we get an additional 500 gold for our inventory. very beneficial. But I completely forgot to do that, and I don't think I can get anything now, so we're not going to do anything else for that. Okay, so we're only halfway through this episode. I say that we, ask about advancement first. Advancement. You are now Kevin, the ringleader. Hello. From captain to ringleader. Now I'm Kevin, the mastermind. If you do all the jobs I have for you, I will grant you the rank of master thief. So we're only 1 point away from... Wow. We're only 1 point away from getting the highest rank in the Thieves Guild. Wow, I just got a lot of advancement. Or maybe the Balmolag Mer quest will give me a little bit of stuff too that helped me get a little bit more advancement. I don't know. The Fighters Guild is betraying the Empire for Kamanaton gold. Perseus Mercius, the old guild master in Aldrune, may be willing to help us fight. Oh boy. Perseus Mercius is the steward of the Guild of Fighters in Aldrune. He used to be the master of the Fighters Guild before the Kamanaton got involved. I believe he will help us fight the Kamanaton. Go speak with him and listen to what he has to say. Report back to me with any information. Okay. Perseus Mercius in Aldrune. Excellent. Be right back.
Must say, I find
beautiful Aldrune. Home to, I think, the Lalu, or was it Redoran? Home of Great House Redoran, Blight Storms, and Perseus Mercius. Here he is. Fighters Guild. Wow, I am confused already. That's the power of improv, though. Hello, Perseus Mercius. I need to speak with you. You here for orders or advancement, or was there something else you wanted? There's something else I wanted. Actually, can you give me advancement? I didn't think so. Oh boy, we gotta talk to the guild master if we're gonna get anything. Alright. I need to ask you to help us fight. And I'm not speaking for the Fighters Guild this time, I am speaking for the Thieves Guild. So, you work for the Thieves Guild too? I'll tell you what I know. Hrundi in Saedrith Mora used to be my second in command. He's a good man, and he might be persuaded to join your cause. I hesitate to suggest this, but I trust you. Hrundi has a lover, a Dunmer from what I hear. If you find her, you can convince Hrundi to join your cause. Idis Fireeye is a good fighter, but there's always been something dark about her. I found out just recently what that was. She's a worshipper of Clavicus Vile. I don't know how you can use this information. I'm sure she can't be blackmailed. We might be able to find some way, although Clavicus Vile is kind of crazy. The new master of the Fighters Guild is Sojourning Hardheart. He owes too much Kamanaton gold to back out now. There's no way you can convince him. You'll have to kill him. Okay. I've told you all I can. Quite simple bits of information, but now we have something to go on. Hey, I walked through a door and suddenly teleported. How about that? Gentleman Jim Stacy. No, I don't require your services. No. Well, it sounds like Perseus came through after all. I can already think of a way to make use of this. In the meantime, here's some clink for your pockets. Cool! And now... Let's see. The next job we will do. We need to win over Idis Fireeye if we can find an item called the Bitter Cup. Okay, well... To my understanding, the Bitter Cup is quite a bit out of the way. We would have to do a lot of traveling and fight our way through a tomb. I don't think we have enough time in the episode for that. However, assuming that my console doesn't crash on me again, I think that we should head back to that note we found earlier. Okay, so here we are back in the Hlalu Canton. Let's grab this letter from Gideon. And where can we find him? I actually have some notes open now, so I know where to find him. He is in the... Oops, I should probably try to look at where it is. Oh, the General Goods Shop, which is right here, isn't it? Yeah. There you are. Gideon Andaris. You say you found a love letter of mine? Oh dear, that is embarrassing. I can ask him about skooma? You found that? Oh dear, I really meant to throw that away. It's all true though. I have loved her since the moment I first set eyes on her. I just haven't had the courage to speak to her yet. Perhaps you'll speak to her for me? Plead my case? I'd be very grateful. What is grateful? I will speak to her on your behalf. You will? Wonderful! If you'll just tell her how I feel, tell her how happy I'd make her, I'm sure she'd be interested. You'll probably find her in the Wasteworks. That's where I've seen her at times. Okay, maybe it wasn't that person that I saw in the corner club. So we need to go to the Hlalu Canton Wasteworks. Further downstairs. Andaris is who I'm looking for. Gideon Andaris. Is it you? Nope, you're Iraldale. Is that? That's a guy. Is this the Wasteworks? Yeah, the Wasteworks. Hold on, let me check this here. Curious, I don't see anywhere. I don't see her anywhere. She's not in the canal work, so she's got to be up in here somewhere. Right? Right? Where is she? Okay, after reading over my notes, it is Iraldale I'm supposed to find. Oops, I was looking at my notes improperly. Okay. Love letter. My gosh, I feel so ridiculous. He thinks I might be interested in him? Ha! That's a ridiculous notion. The very thought. Insane. I mean, has he seen himself in a mirror lately? I'm sure he's a decent enough sort, but that's ridiculous. He might be more suited for my cousin, Glathel. She's low-born, plain, and desperate for a husband, but me? You can tell Gideon that you've spoken to Iraldale, and she's not interested. Holy cow. Quite the outright refusal. She's decent, if rather common. I mean, I don't have much to do with her. She's rather plain, not too bright, but she's not a bad person for what she is. You can find her at the Elven Nations Corner Club. She's a serving girl. Oh, that girl. I guess she is involved in this in some way. Okay, I was right. I mean, in a very, 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 very roundabout way, but I'm right. Okay, so there's two ways that we can go about finishing this quest. The first way, which I am not going to do, we can... Well, I'll show you what his suggestion is. Have you spoken to Iraldale? Yeah. She said she wanted nothing to do with me, but that's awful. I was certain she'd at least consider the idea. Well, I have to go to my backup plan. Your what? Well, I figured there was a slight chance she wouldn't be interested in me right away, so I had an alchemist mix up a special potion for me. For anyone else, it will seem a normal health potion, but if Iraldale drinks it, she'll find herself incredibly attracted to me. Perhaps you'll deliver it to her for me? Okay, we've got two options here. If we say that we'll deliver the potion, he will be very happy, and he will give us a light ring. She will almost refuse the potion, but she'll take it anyway. She'll drink the potion, we come back later and get the results of the quest from him. He gives us a light ring as a reward. Now, I've gotten some light rings in the past. I think they're completely worthless, and I just sell them off. There is another option, though. Perhaps you might speak to her cousin instead. Her cousin, you say? Well, I suppose this was a pretty ridiculous scam, and if her cousin has half of Iraldale's beauty, she'll still be twice as beautiful as any other woman I've met. Perhaps I'll look her up sometime, friend. Thank you for your help. You are welcome. No more backup plan? Well, there's a reason it's a backup plan, you know. Yeah, I do. Okay. So we didn't really get a reward from him. And at first you might think, okay, this was not really a very rewarding quest. Yeah, well, maybe not right away. But if we wait 10 days...
and then we go back into his shop...
he should have some company and news for us. Greetings, friend. What a wonderful day. As you can see, all is well with me, or should I say us. Glathel and I are now married, and nothing could be better. Really? Oh, hey, I wanted to boost that a little bit, just because I can, you know. Thank you. It's been simply wonderful, my friend. Glathel and I are perfectly suited for one another. Here, please take this as a token of our gratitude. Flame Mirror Robe. Naturally, in this game, there are only 2 of these. This is one of them. The expansions add 1 more, but this is a pretty rare item to get. I guess it could show up in random loots, but hard to find. Very hard to find. Aside from that, if you try to barter with him, let me see if I can find a good example in here. And he's only got 400 gold, so I can't sell him anything too spectacular. Let's go with the Ebony Longsword. Well, I guess we kind of had to see the originals to make sense of that. But there is a... yeah, I can show you the Flame Mirror Robe. resist fire and reflect for 60 seconds. That's pretty darn good. That's really good, actually. Very good. Hey, Glathel. It is truly a pleasure to see you. Okay, I can't really ask you about... Never mind. Okay, but there is a second part of the reward that you get for this quest. If you go about on this quest line, even though he seems questionable at first, not only does he give you the Flame Mirror robe when you come back, but he also gives you cheap prices at his store. Whereas if you went ahead and went with his backup plan and gave the lady the love potion, let me read to you exactly what the circumstances are. Iraldel accepts the potion, pretending that Andaris is sending it as an apology. You return to Andaris, who is still optimistic about potential results, and he gives you a light ring as reward. If you return to him a while later, they will be married, and Iralda is pregnant. However, Gadane's mood has lowered greatly, and he blames it on you, and raises his prices. So, for the long run, not a good idea to go ahead with his backup plan and use the love potion. However, here's exactly what happens behind the scenes, the little bits that you can't actually see. If you use the love potion, his mercantile skill increases by 50, which makes it harder to get better prices from him, and his disposition will drop by 20. On the other hand, if you go ahead with having him marry the Wood Elf, his mercantile skill instead drops by 80 points, and his disposition goes up by 50. So not only is this a good way to get a good tangible reward, but it has a very good long-lasting reward as well. So it took me a little bit longer than I really wanted to explain that, but I think that for behind-the-scenes stuff and as far as getting things set up to get really good prices later on, this is a very rewarding quest. Maybe not at first, and everybody who goes on this quest is probably going to want to save their game and reload to look at the other quests. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to show you guys what the other one is. Once again, if you want to see this, you'd have to get the game for yourself or find someone else on YouTube who has done it. I don't know if there are any, but that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you everybody very much for joining me for today's episode. Next episode, I think that we're going to be doing some more Thieves Guild work. We're getting very close to the end of the Thieves Guild line, and we could potentially break the Fighters Guild quests while we are at it. So, gonna have to be aware of that. For now, thanks for joining me. Take care, everyone. Come back next time for Morrowind 102. Class dismissed.